Hello, CraftingMantis here, and welcome to a different type of tutorial. Today we are actually going to be looking at a build which is made by Rodorenn, and we are going to be talking about what can be done in order to improve his build. So let's go ahead and get into our mode here. Oh, I didn't notice that there was a village that had spawned over there. But yeah, so this is the build that we are going to be working on. Now, the one thing that I definitely noticed with this is it is very flat. Now, there's multiple ways that we can end up fixing this. Now, if we come over here, let's see, he was using oak. So let's grab some oak stairs. First solution that we could end up doing is to actually, let's go. No, we'll do it this way, and then what we can do is go ahead and grab those and bring that across. So kind of like a, like a log cabin. You just come through here and you can, though we do run into the problem that the glass is not attaching. But we can address that here in just a moment. But that right there, that is one way that you could end up kind of adding some depth if you want the walls to actually be right next to the actual logs. And then the other way to do it is to actually bring the logs out from the build. And so we would end up having it like right here instead of in this position. So we would get rid of that like that, and so that right there, that adds some depth into it as well. And then with that too, it allows the foundation to kind of sit back in addition to that. And then the other thing is that with these walls, it is even, and so that's the reason why we have these here. This can easily be solved if we, let's see, we can go ahead and we get rid of these, and we can do this like so. Then we can get rid of these, and so just like how he had it with the flush walls. So then what you would have, if you left these alone, you would have the 2x2x2. Granted, that does pose a problem in the fact that you cannot put windows. And so I would have made this at least one wider on both of the sides. And so I am going to go ahead and use this technique here and rebuild this house, so that we can move forward using this technique here. Okay, so we've got the base of the house added in. So we've got 3 sections of 3 on each side, and then I left this alone because we're going to be addressing that here, in a moment. But, the next thing that we need to address is the actual foundation. Now you could go ahead and leave it as, as is with the with just the cobblestone. However, you can also think about adding in additional details as well. We could, just to, help with the transition, you could do like the oak. Let's see, the spruce trapdoors you actually can't see through. And so you could add that as kind of like, just a little bit more detail and stuff to the build. And then another thing that you can also do is to actually kind of try to break up the cobblestone as well. Let's see, we got andesite, and let's grab we can grab some of the mossy. So all you would do is just kind of, break up a little bit of the, of the foundation so that it's not quite all cobblestone. You could even go with some stone instead of the andesite. If you don't like, the yellow tint that's in the andesite. So kind of like that. So let's go ahead and break up some more of this. Okay, and actually these ones aren't really going to be seen, so I guess what we could do then is just those, so because those will be seen underneath the, underneath the foundation there. But yeah, so that, that kind of just breaks up some of the foundation, so it's not, let's grab the cobblestone. There we go. And then add stone. That's what I wanted to do. But yeah, so that's kind of, what you can do with the foundation is to, kind of break it up a little bit. Another thing that you could potentially do in this, in this scenario is to actually add in like little supports. Okay, there we go. Like that. And then here we go, like so. Just to add in, a little bit more detail to, to the build. Because that's the one thing with, with builds is that you don't really want them to be flat. Because that, that doesn't help to draw the eye to, to different places within the build. Yeah, so we've got that going on. And you could even turn these into flower boxes, which would be, an easy enough fix. Just drop the trapdoor down. Let's grab some grass. And then you can just bring it up like that. And so why don't we go ahead and change this one? Just so for, the final look, let's go ahead and add in these like so. All right, and then we've also got these sides as well. So let's go ahead and add in these. Oh, we don't want to add that in there. We'll get to that section here just a little bit. All right, I think that, did we do all three sides? Yes, okay. So, and then with these, I guess what we can do is go ahead and turn the middle ones, or this middle one, into a flower box. Because there will be an interesting point on the other side as well, but we will get to that momentarily, that spot right there. Because that is actually going to be a chimney. But the next thing that we can look at is the porch here. Now, if you look at decks in real world, all of the planks go in the same direction. And so that is one thing that you do want to be cognizant of when you are doing this. And with this particular one, let's go ahead and let's go spruce. I would say grab spruce wood, especially for the caps. And let's see, he did, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so it would end up being right here. So that is where it would stop. But I would actually bring this out like that. And then let's bring this here, and then we can do that. That is going to be the staircase. And then we have that there, and then there. And then what we can do is go ahead and come in with the, oh, not there, stripped logs. And as you can see, I also put one in there because that is actually technically part of the actual deck. So let's do that. Oh, no. Definitely am having some problems placing blocks today. All right, here we go. Okay, so there we go. So it's nice and framed, and that's, kind of what you want. And since we're using the stripped oak, you probably want to go ahead and use the oak so that it blends in with the actual deck material. And I think he actually, yeah, he brought it out one more. So you could leave it like this, and then you don't necessarily need railings for this because they're, only fall off this section here. But we could also go ahead and bring this out like that, and then go ahead and do the stairs like so, and then let's bring this up like that, and then I'm thinking there and there, and then let's grab some spruce fencing, and we could do that, and then let's go dark oak. Kind of cap it off like that, and then here we could go ahead and bring the spruce across like that, and there we go. So that's a nice protected, protected front porch with just a little bit of detail on the side, and then no way to to actually fall off and stuff. And you could actually technically let's go the dark oak again. You could also do like that, or even, that. Granted, for me, I prefer to do that so that it doesn't fully take out your view of the, your view of the log. Now, one of the things I also like to do on the doorways is to add stairs there, because it adds just that little bit more of, actual depth. And then in terms of the actual like building part of it, you can end up, adding shutters. In this particular case, I would, you could end up using, let's see, you've got the oak ones that you could use. They kind of blend in a little bit, but especially since there is the spruce here, I wouldn't necessarily add in shutters, unless that's something, something that you would like to do. Now, the next thing is the roof. One of the things with roofs is that you really don't want to use a single material, because and then you definitely don't want to use the same material that you used for the actual base. In this particular build, what I like to do is actually to use cobble, and then let's see, we're using oak, so let's go ahead and use a spruce slab. Because I don't particularly like using the stairs, because, if you actually finish this off, the roof is so tall. So unless you're actually doing something that can support that, it's not usually a good idea to actually use the stairs. But you can use slabs in order to create less of a slope for your build. Let's see, so we got 1, 2 like that, and then we can go ahead and bring this out like so, and then so that would be the actual slope of your roof. So it's a much flatter A-frame, I think that's what you call it, gable, or is it gable roof? I can't remember which one it's called, but it's not quite as steep as as if you had actually used the stairs, and then it would just be a matter of then coming through and filling in the roof on the different parts, and then on this one where it's on the overhang, fill in completely with the actual block that you're going to be using for the roof. And then these ones are going to end up being like that. So we're coming up 2 more. So let's go ahead and go 2, 2, and then we can fill in this section here, and then we can go ahead and fill in the rest of the roof. Alright, so we've got the roof in place. As you can see, we do have, we ended up coming up the extra blocks here earlier. So, one of the things that you can do is actually add a cross brace to the build, like so. And so we would come over here and do the exact same thing over here. And then you'll want to actually come in with the oak and fill in where you can actually see. So we're going to need to come down that way. There we go. So where you can see air in here. So you've got that right there. So that adds, that adds a little bit more depth to the build as well. And that's one of the things that you definitely want to be, be aware of as you are building is, does this look too flat? Does it, what can I add in order to make this look a little bit, a little bit more dynamic? And then, you can oh, nope, I placed that in the wrong spot. There. You can also add in like little supports and stuff. Granted, this one is a little bit too close for that one. And then since this is like an attic or something, then what you can also do is come down here and let's grab the glass. And you can add in like a little window up there. Let's see, I think, let's see, oak. Was it the oak ones? There it is, okay. So with this, you can also, to add in a little bit more, is add in something like that. So it actually looks like the, like a shutter is up there and somebody has actually opened it up. And so you just add it in like so. So you got that right there. And then let's see. Okay, so that took care of the roof. Oh, now we can get into the actual like chimney thing. And so let's go ahead and grab ourselves some stone brick. We do not want infested. Okay, stone brick. Let's grab slabs. Let's grab that. Let's grab a campfire. And then we want to change these out to spruce trap doors. And then we'll break that out. And let's see. Yeah, I like it. I like it right there. So let's do that. And then we can actually, let's bring it up one more. And then bring it in like so. And then we can break that out. Bring that down. Okay. And then we can bring this up. And then let's add that. We can come around like so. Break that out. And then place our campfire. So we get the smoke. But in addition to that, we can actually add... Actually, do you know what? Let's go down one. And then we can add in... Let's add that in. And then let's... And actually, do you know what? The spruce trapdoor would work. There we go. And then let's change this one out to a stair. But that right there, it's a little, it's a little, outside cooking fire pit. So maybe it's a pizza oven. You never know. And then since we use the mossy in here, you could potentially also use the mossy in this. But since it is being fired, the best bet would be to actually add in some of the cracked stone brick like that. And then let's go ahead and add in one right there. Yeah, okay. So there is that. So we've got an outdoor little, fire pit, and then you could add like some tables and stuff, so that people can come in and enjoy the fire pit. You could even add in like some shelving or something, along those lines out here, for like outdoor cooking tools and stuff. Granted, it'd be a little hard to reach up there. I mean, I suppose you could still reach up there. But so there is that. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the interior here. So he's got a kind of a dining area here, a little, bedroom, got lanterns hanging from the walls, got the seating area here and there, and then we've got down here, it is, it's just the single wide, and is, as he said in his video, it's a nice spider farm. But what I would actually do with this is you can actually end up digging further down underneath in order to create like a basement. So instead of just leaving it as just the, you know, just the dirt and stuff underneath, you could definitely go in and actually, you know, make like a nice little basement and stuff. So now with this one, let's go ahead and we're gonna add in our little campfire. And then let's see. Okay, I do have some slabs, so let's do that. And then with this one, let's see, our cross brace was right here. So let's put in the other floor. And luckily I have mobs spawning off, and so we don't have to worry about anything coming and visiting us. So let's go ahead and add in the floor here. Like so. Keep putting it in. And, no. There we go. Okay, so this is going to be our fireplace. So what we want to do is go ahead and break that out. And then we can do that. And then let's go ahead and do something along those lines for kind of like a hood. And then you can't really get in unless you crouch. So it is relatively safe. You won't accidentally run into the actual fire pit. So the next step then, let's grab, let's see, spruce is already there. So why don't we grab some dark oak just to add in a different color into, you know, into what we're doing. So what I would do is go ahead and add in a couple chairs over here. So instead of like a couch, do chairs. And then we can come over here, add, oh, I'm so used to having to break it by hand. Nope. Okay. There we go. Over here. There we go. All right. And then let's see. So we had that, and I mean, you could even with, you know, with this, let's kind of look at this differently. So if we come out here, we do it here. Let's do a couch there, and then we could do a chair there and a chair there. That way we have almost just as much seating as Rodorenn had in his original build. Got that. All right. Just like that. Okay, and then let's see. Let's grab a ladder. And let's put the ladder here. We should have enough headroom. Yep. We have enough headroom to actually come up here. So let's go ahead and fill in the rest of this stuff, and then we'll want to grab the slabs and fill in those spots. We can fully come across there, that, and that. There. So, and then with this, I wouldn't actually take up the space down in the main living area for a bedroom. So I would actually do it up here, and so we can go ahead and let's add in some lighting. And then let's grab a bed. Let's see, he had a orange bed, if I remember correctly. So we'll go ahead and put that there. That way, you know, we've got the nice light and stuff coming out. And then we can add in, let's see, he had some chests. He had a double chest next to. And with this, you can actually put chests, you know, a whole lot of chests in here because we're using slabs for the roof. And so you can have all kinds of storage and stuff in here. And then we can, let's see, with this one, let's add in like that. So it's kind of like, you know, kind of like end tables. We're not going to be able to put anything on it, but it definitely, you know, it definitely works. And then in here, we could add in, you know, like armor stands. So let's go ahead and grab that. And then, oh, shit, and I'm getting achievements. Woohoo! All right, let's see. So let's go put the armor stand here. Oh, I grabbed chain. Well, I mean, it works. But yeah, so, you know, you could add in all kinds of stuff, and then you could also add in, let's see, orange, I think goes well with green. Can't remember, or is it blue? Oh, green works. So you can add in, you know, like a nice little carpet in here. You can even add in some, you know, some decorations. Let's see, should we go with white? You can kind of, you know, create, you could even do like a checkerboard pattern for it. So, you know, nice and bright. The white is a little bit bright. Maybe go with a gray or something. But yeah, so this could be the, you know, the actual upstairs. You know, there's definitely a lot more that can be added up there. And then with the kitchen, let's see, you kind of did a corner kitchen. So why don't we kind of do the same? And then let's bring the kitchen here. So you want to grab a cauldron. Put that there, because I like to put the sink in front of a window. I mean, granted, you can do it out, you know, not at a window, because if you do that, you can end up using a tripwire hook to look like a faucet. But you know, I like to put mine in front of the window. That way, it, you know, as you're washing dishes and stuff, you can actually look out and, you know, and enjoy the view type thing. All right, let's grab a crafting table and then a smoker. And so let's put the crafting table here, smoker here. And then we want to grab some slabs so we can continue the counter around like that. And then one of the things that I like to do is I like to create little shelves. So let's do that. And then kind of do that. Okay, now with this, you know, granted, I'm not too happy. Yeah, I'm not happy with that one right there. So let's just do that. And then let's grab a flower pot. And let's grab a spruce sapling and a dark oak sapling. So we can do some herbs up here, like so. And then maybe over here, let's do a pressure plate. Kind of do a pressure plate, and then maybe, sea pickles. Let's grab some sea pickles, and so kind of like some cups right there. So, and this is, you know, these are just, you know, just ideas. It's not, you know, I'm just kind of playing around with the, you know, the different things that you could potentially, you know, to potentially do inside of here. Especially with the lighting and stuff. Lighting is going to be an issue, and so like a carpet here would definitely allow you to hide in some lighting and stuff. So let's go green. Let's grab glowstone. And so you could, let's do one there and one there. And then we can kind of do a 3 wide carpet. Oop, not there. 3 wide carpet, you know, kind of like that. And then over here, you could add in some more, you know, like shelves and stuff. Let's see. There and then there. Let's go grab a note block. Yeah, note block. See, we got chest. A chest and a chest. Granted, you can't open that one. And then, you know, maybe add in like a chest over there. Though I am not digging the these. They're a little bit too thick. So let's switch those over. There we go. So yeah, so that's, you know, different things that you can end up adding. You could do, you know, a little bit more storage and stuff over in these corners and whatnot. But yeah, so that's not going into, you know, too much detail, as, you know, I'm definitely looking at the time for the recording session, and I know, yeah, some of it's going to be cut, but this is definitely getting relatively long. But yeah, so that kind of gives you some ideas and stuff as to, you know, how to change a build, from what it was. And then actually, yeah, you could end up doing, you know, the stairs above as well. And then we actually should probably bring the cross brace across. That way it is, you know, it's going, you know, throughout the entire build. There we go. And then like that. There we go. All right. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode. If you did, definitely hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, click the Mantis icon to subscribe, then hit the bell button to get notified when I put out additional content. Want to check out more of my videos? Try the one on the left, or you could check out the playlist on the right. That's it for now, but I'll see you guys in the next episode.